Hey guys, I'm Brian, and welcome to Minecraft for Noobs. Now don't take that the wrong way, because being a noob to Minecraft in 2022 is probably the coolest thing in the world. And I know you guys want to get back to playing. You want to get into the world, you want to take the knowledge you learn quickly and get back into the world. So this is my vouch to you. These episodes are going to be less than 10 minutes long the entire way, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. So getting into this is going to be our episode 1, and this is just going to be about surviving your first night in Minecraft. We spawned in a mesa biome. As you can see, there's some trees up there we can use, but there's not a whole lot of wood, and there's not a whole lot of animals. Surviving our first night in a biome like this, the best you're gonna get is some sticks. We don't want to be here, so we're gonna move on and we're gonna find a better place to live. I did stumble upon this. This was right at spawn, and this is a ruined nether portal that spawns in the overworld since the 1.16 nether update. This is very cool, and sometimes it can be dangerous because these can kill you if you stand on them too long. So you gotta be careful when you're wandering around this thing. But this chest usually has some pretty good gear. It's gold, so it'll break fast. So we got a gold sword right off the bat. So hopefully we can find some sheep along the way, and then we'll talk about how you can survive your first night. There's a few different ways we can go about this. And we got some beautiful, is that a coral reef? There's some stuff I don't really want to talk about till later in the game, but we got some beautiful stuff going on in this area. We got some iron here, and this black ore that we're running up on now is called coal. So let's get some of this wood. I'm gonna punch these trees just because they're easier to get. These trees over here are acacia trees, and they kind of grow in a weird pattern a lot of the time, and that's just inconvenient to me. I'm gonna get one of these nice easy trees because we don't need a lot of wood. Let's take all the logs in one tree. There we go. We got 5 logs. Now, logs are not very useful in early game. They really don't have any use to you. So what you're gonna do is open this thing, take all your oak logs you just got and place them right in there. Voila! We got ourselves 20 oak planks, and with that, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 inside of all of those, and then we have ourselves a crafting table. With this, we're gonna make our first tool of the game, and that is gonna be a wooden pickaxe. So 1, 2, 3 across the top, 2 in the middle down for the handle, and now you have our wooden pickaxe. That is our first tool technically of the game, but we did find the ruined nether portal, so we have a golden sword and golden axe as well. So what we want to do now, we got them right over there. That's what we want right now. So the first way that you can survive the first night is easy. You can sleep the entire night away. You don't have to deal with any mobs. You can just kill sheep to get wool. 3 wool and 3 wooden planks is going to give you a bed. And with that bed comes all the power you're going to need, because you can just sleep and no mobs will show up as long as you sleep pretty quickly. Otherwise, you have a chance that things might spawn before you get to sleep. If you noticed on the right, we have a hunger bar. And I'm down to 3 now, so I can no longer run. So these are not only going to give me wool, but they're also going to give me mutton. As you can see, I just got 2 mutton off of him and a wool. If you jump and hit, you're going to have a chance of getting a critical hit as well. So we're going to place our crafting table back down. Those 3 wool across the top, and then right below it, 3 wooden planks. And we got ourselves a bed. Congratulations. Sleeping is the first way to survive your first night. So now that we did that, we're gonna want to eat something, because as I said earlier, we are starting to get very hungry. So I'm gonna just jump over here real quick. So I'm gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna grab the coal as well. You can pick up coal with the wooden pickaxe. That is absolutely fine. You want to grab a little bit of coal to sustain you, because you're gonna need some fuel. You can use the coal to cook whatever meat you have in your inventory. All right, we got our cobblestone, we got some coal. So at this point, we're gonna start talking about the next way to survive your first night, and that's bunkering down. How I like to do this in the beginning of the game, when I don't have a lot of building materials, is just find a place in the wall, and we can make up a decent little, what they call hobbit hole. And you can make this nice, you can make it as nice as you want, or you can just make it safe. That's completely up to you and up to your play style. If you're an adventure player and you're not really into building, you don't want to bunker down, then you probably don't need to make it too fancy. I personally enjoy the building aspect, so I will probably make it fancy. But before we get into that, I'm just gonna make a really tiny area in here to put my crafting table down and my furnace, which I'm about to show you how to make. So we're gonna place our crafting table down right there. We're gonna open it, and now you can see you have a 3x3. We're just gonna place cobblestone in a circle like that, and now you have a furnace. And you can just place that down, put some coal in, put your food in, and pretty soon you'll be able to eat. Now, you remember what I said about the building versus the just making it safe? As you can see, the sun has gone down. It's about to be nighttime. So I didn't really have time to make it pretty, did I? With that said, I can make up a door real quick, place the door down. I would recommend taking a piece of coal and making yourself some torches. Just like this. We'll just place that back there. Maybe two, just for aesthetic purposes. And now we have about as basic of a hobbit hole as you can get now, right? But we are completely safe in here. If you're on hard difficulty, zombies can technically break this door down. But to avoid that, you can just come to the side here and place the door against the wall like that. If you place the door like this, a zombie won't be able to break it. Let's talk about the third and final way you can choose to survive your first night. Now this one requires a little bit of oomph, but you can just grab whatever's in your inventory and try to survive. Typically when I have to do this, I will choose to run. So I don't have any food, so you got to be careful about that as well. But I will choose to just run throughout the night until it's daytime. Occasionally you might have to fight, but other than that, I would choose to just run. And if you have to choose the running option, I would try to find a village. Kill things along the way, zombies and sheeps alike. And then, if you're lucky, you won't get blown up by a creeper. I would not recommend trying to fight creepers or skeletons at this point in the game because you're just not ready. I'm not going to survive my first night if I choose to fight skeletons and creepers. Now, we might get lucky. We might be able to take out a couple. Sorry, horsey, I didn't mean to hit you, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to our hidey hole. We're going to call it a video because, as I said, I'm going to keep these short and brief, and hopefully you learned something. If you learned something, drop a like. If you want to learn some more, consider a subscribe.